Good morning, friends and fellow traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options with your morning market preparation video for November 29th, 2017. We'll say as November winds down here, we just had an amazing surge yesterday. First, we had the Senate working through the process of passing the tax reform bill. That seems to be going well, and the market responded. Wow, just took off like a rocket shot once it looked like that vote could possibly pass, and just blasted off out of this support area, looking incredibly good. And this morning, typically you see a market rally that strongly, triggering such a strong short squeeze, you kind of expect a little bit of a rest or pause the next day. Well, as of right now, the futures are pointing to the Dow gapping up about 70 points. So we're going to keep this party going this morning. The bulls are on a stampede run. Anyone that was caught short was just absolutely run over. And here we go to the upside. If we take a look, the diamonds made a new record high. SPY, new record closing high. Superb trend, gapping up yet this morning. The NASDAQ didn't participate as much yesterday. It was headed down early in the day, but finished at a new record high. And you can see this morning it looks like it's going to open about where it closed, just a little bit higher possibly. And the IWM all of a sudden woke up. IWM has just been kind of languishing here above this support area and just blasted off yesterday, looking very good here in this pattern and gapping up this morning as well. So it's all bulls all the time here. One of the things that was very interesting to me is that with all of that going on, threat of nuclear attack, tax plan, all kinds of stuff, the VIX barely budged. Normally you would see that VIX, kind of been all over the map yesterday. It barely moved. It was like like the VIX itself was standing in shock with its mouth wide open. Like, what just happened? That was very odd. And it's also a little bit spooky to me that we have absolutely no fear in such a massive rally after such a strong year-long run. There's no fear here. That means tremendous complacency, and we need to be careful because at some point in time we could see profit taking begin. So be careful. One of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to chase. There's lots and lots of good signals out there. Now, for example, Right Way Options. We were in a very simple trade. We grabbed a call option trade here on Cisco. Just yesterday, we sold that. The day before yesterday. We sold it yesterday for a 30% gain. Just bang. Nice profits, very, very quick. Selling into strength. And then we picked up a BAC trade yesterday, about 11 o'clock Eastern time. We picked up this, and it was just a little tiny candle here looking like it was catching support. We had a nice entry, and then all of that news come out. This wasn't skill, this is luck. This is buying at the right point, but the luck of the move. We ended up, most of us closed this trade up nearly 25% in just a few hours on that trade. And BAC looks like it's going to go higher this morning, but we just, you get a one-day gain of 25%, probably ought to put some money in the bank. So just a caution here not to chase moves like this. it's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of all of this bullish energy and want to chase in, but instead resist that urge. Find stocks, look for stocks that are just showing potential moves, potential breakouts. Get those low risk entries. For example, a stock like Texas Instrument might be something to take a look at. Just setting up here, camping out, waiting to move. This provides you a lower risk entry than chasing one of those big moving stocks. So consider that when you're planning your day ahead and planning your trades. Be real careful about not chasing, because if you chase a stock like BAC and we get a market reversal, just imagine how much. I mean, you could lose 25% really quickly. Where on that Texas Instruments, if you've set your stop loss correctly, you're not going to experience that much of a loss. So be careful about chasing in this market. Let's take a look at T21.22, the 4-week new high-low average. Taking a look at that, you can see we had pulled back a little bit here. Yesterday we shot back up. So we're still okay. We do have upside potential here yet. We're not in that nosebleed area, but we could get there very quickly if the bullishness remains this strong. So watch that closely and be careful. Be very watchful of whipsaw price action. Be very watchful of quick moves back down, okay? Because we could start seeing that volatility, creep up. So be real careful here as we go forward. Play the long side, stay with the trend, but don't chase into the market. Okay, everyone. Hey, if this is the first time, oh, by the way, I forgot. On the economic calendar today, we have GDP report. GDP is looking like it's the overall GDP index looks like it's going to stay about the same. At least that's what they're expecting. Maybe just a slight move to the upside. Janet Yellen speaks here at 10 o'clock. And then we've got pending home sales at 10 o'clock as well. And the EIA petroleum status report, which usually can move the market around if we get a surprise in that. They don't estimate that, so you never know exactly. Anything is possible essentially on this, but that pipeline trouble that we had here recently could actually have diminished some of the surplus supplies. That may bolster oil prices just a little bit. And then we have another Fed speaker at 1:50, and then the Fed, the beige book coming out at 2 p.m. So a lot on the calendar today, and we still have quite a little bit on the calendar this week. Had about 49 companies on the earnings calendar today. So be watchful of that. One that I noticed is reporting before the market opened today was Tiffany. I don't know if they've reported. It doesn't look like we've got a report here yet from Tiffany. There's not much on the morning schedule. There's a few on there, but not a big bunch of earnings on the morning schedule. But we do have quite a few in the afternoon after the market closes, quite a few earnings reports. So kind of pay attention to that. And you want to always pay attention to earnings reports. ADSK reported yesterday after the bell. You can see what happened here to ADSK. So, they're talking about some kind of a restructuring and things. So all of a sudden, this great bullish trend, everyone probably was expecting this to just continue moving higher, takes a massive leap lower. So you always want to have a plan and prepare for an earnings report. So make sure you're paying attention to those. Okay. So, hey folks, if this is the first time you've seen these videos, I do this every day as part of my market preparation. And I don't just do this out of the goodness of my heart necessarily, but as I do it, I found that there were quite a few people that were benefiting from this information as I began to put it out. And so I've decided to just put it out to the public. So if you find this useful, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button on YouTube, the follow me button on Facebook, and feel free to share this with any of your friends and family. And also, please, I really do appreciate comments and put those thumbs up, click those thumbs up buttons. Tongue-tied this morning. Please click those thumbs up buttons because it does help me show my video to more folks. Everyone, I want to wish you a fantastic day and great profits, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Take care now.